The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problem. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Hello, everybody. Episode 751. We are broadcasting live from the vaultsoflore.com.
Vaultsoflore.com.
Yeah, I fixed the audio. People have been trying to watch this for the last couple of weeks, and I somehow had screwed up the...
There's no audio?
Long story short, you couldn't hear it on the video, and I fixed it. So, hi again. We raise a glass. Oh, I got Dolly's glass. Cheers. We're joined by Grady Pruitt.
Thanks. Good to be back.
It's you have been on the show many times. You're basically one of us. Is your mic on? Is it?
I believe so.
Yeah, there. Found it. Cool. At Pruitt Grady. God, nobody talks when I shoot.
Yeah, right?
I'm sorry. You're useless. Let's get to the details.
Coke. He didn't have his Diet Coke or Coca-Cola.
Whoa! You did that like a man?
Man, I got two bitches I'm dealing with. Nah, I just didn't stop. I was like, I can just drink something straight.
Sure.
Well,
grown up.
It's all good.
Well done. If you're paying attention this week, you can catch me and Trey both in El Paso at the comic strip.
Yeah.
Grady was going to come, but he fucked it up.
Oh, wow. What happened?
Fucked it up. No, I'm kidding. He just...
No, I had asked. I was already headlining a show here, and normally he doesn't do headliners, but I was like, dude, like, let me come headline it. And so he paid me a bunch of extra money and everything. Yeah. I had to turn down that. And I had to turn out working with Bobby Lee in San Antonio this weekend.
Oh, because of the show you...
I would feel so bad about canceling on him after telling him you need to pay me more. You need to make me a headline.
Okay,
Lord.
yeah, I'll never... You want to know what I did? I was like, well, it was dumb, but when Joke Joint was closing, it was like, Ken was like, hey, you want to, I'll let you headline the first show. And I was like, oh, I'm already doing a show. And it was Albert's meeting show. You know how Albert just tries out the show? Yeah, I went fucking did that shit and just stared in front of 8 people for a while. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
At least I could have said I headlined somewhere in front of 8 people. I just did an experimental show.
I turned down 2 clubs I've never worked at.
Both of which would be weeks of work down the line.
Yeah.
But we all got to get that one-nighter in.
After because they called me, they're like, hey, do you want to come open for Bobby? Because they know I worked with Bobby before, and Bobby fucks with me. And I go, nah, sorry, I got this thing. And I hung up, and I was like, that's an awful decision. What are you doing? And I called him back 20 minutes later. I was like, you know what? I think I could reschedule. Oh, yeah, we gave it to someone else. I was like,
damn.
But I was able to, I was like, can I get they had Sam Morrill headline in 2 weeks. I was like, can I come feature for Sam? And they go, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll get you down. Because they felt, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I got a silver lining.
Yeah, and you always go to the comic strip in a year when I'm back.
Yeah.
So we are going to be there the 17th through the 19th. Bart Reed's comic strip. It's in El Paso if you're listening from Fort Bliss.
Bro, check this out.
What?
I didn't realize how close El Paso was to Mexico.
Wait, what?
It's on that hole.
Across the street.
I didn't know.
Yes.
I looked at the map. I was like, yo, this dot is real close.
Yes.
You can get Mexican radio stations.
Yeah, I didn't know it was
crazy.
that close.
And it's the extra dangerous part of Mexico.
It is.
Wow, that northwestern
That
part
little
of
strip
Mexico?
is...
It's all the same.
It's not great.
This is going to be interesting.
Trey, you're not going...
You think I'm going to be able to interview some Mexicans?
That's...
Somebody that
you can do that here. You live in Houston.
No, they sweat a little different in Mexico, the real Mexicans.
They are real Mexicans here.
Nah, they Americanized.
They come here every day.
Rob, you let Trey, who has been nowhere,
they
tell
have Americanized sweat on them. You can see it. They
Americanized sweat.
They don't work as hard as OG Mexicans in Mexico.
Where have you seen an OG Mexican work in Mexico?
I haven't seen any Mexicans.
So you're basing this on...
I'm basing this
Trey
on...
math?
I'm basing this on the
Quite
motherfucking
facts.
Mexican dude in Santa Fe that I paid him to use his equipment to change my own tire at his tire shop. I go to this tire shop. Hey man, I need this change. He was like, all right, it's gonna be $15. All right, cool. And then he just gave me all the shit.
What?
No, you
I'm like,
just
bro, this ain't no rental.
I don't think that's how tire places work.
That's what I'm saying. He's an Americanized Mexican.
That's not Americanized.
No, you just got suckered.
That's
But that's not what I'm telling you.
That's a Mexican con job.
so. Wait, I was totally sidetracked. What did you do? Did you put the tire together?
Yeah, I changed the motherfucker. And I was like, can I get a refund? I did all the work.
Did
He
he
was like, nah, I'll let you use my shit.
Did he put the tire part on the rim for you?
He didn't do shit. I gave him $15 and he gave me the equipment. There's the jack. There's the shit to fucking unscrew the fucking lugs with.
That's like the reverse version of when Popeyes ran out of chicken sandwiches. They're like, well, you could bring some buns. We'll put it together for you. You're like, what? I'm not bringing the ingredients.
Because this is how he played me. He was like, he was just gave me the shit. It was just like, yeah, go ahead and do that right there. And I was like, all right, well, I'll be.
Now, did you have a spare tire?
I had my own spare.
You had your own spare, and so you just needed to get it put on.
Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah.
I got.
Wait a goddamn second. You don't know how to change a tire?
I don't have the equipment.
You don't have a
I don't
jack?
have the jack. I don't have the shit. So I'm showing up like, yo, bro, I ain't got none of this shit to change this hoe.
Oh.
So I want you to do it.
Yeah.
But he was like, you go ahead and this is how he played me. He gave me the jack and then walked off like, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And he was like, just go ahead and blah, blah. So I'm jacking the fucking car up. Like, you know, I'm like getting the fucking car up and I'm like, yo, bro, where he at? Like, what's going on? And I end up just doing everything, waiting on him. All right, bro, I get this hoe off. This the bad
Yeah,
time.
that's sort of on you.
And then he was just like, yeah, go ahead. I got another customer. I'm like, hold on, bro. We not partners. I'm not. I need to get my name on the sign if we're going to be partners.
This is like the self-checkout at the fucking grocery store.
Which is exactly
Yeah.
how I would have played that. I
Yeah.
will stand in line for a goddamn day before you ever see me price my own shit.
Yeah.
That is so. I'd have just sat in that dude's lobby till he closed.
Yo,
You gonna get that tire?
He
Yeah.
was terrible. I was like, let me see if I can get some air.
No, he seems brilliant. You don't have to do shit.
Nah.
He made
bro.
$15
I
for
said-
going to lunch,
I say fuck you to that dude every time I drive by that fucking station.
and he gives you a smile and a $15
Nah, man.
wave.
Fuck no, bro, because he let down his people.
Let down his people.
How?
They sweat hard because they work hard. That's the fuck. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but most Mexican dudes I roll up to at a tire shop, they'll change all four of them hoes so quick.
The one that I go to, they send their children out to go to. You be like, hey, I got like a hole in my tire. They send like a fucking middle schooler to patch your shit up. And they're respectful. They have good customer service. But you feel weird, like, you know, like just handing a middle schooler like $60.
Where your daddy at, bro? Go get El Padre.
And it's like, if I really want to, I could just kick you in the shin and leave. I really don't have to.
Just big face his ass.
Oh my God! Is that your plan? You could just rob places that employ their children. That's
What are you gonna do? You gonna call the cops on me? You got fucking children working here.
Exactly.
That's a fucking sweatshop.
no money. You can say you're a florist all
Yeah.
day.
I saw you get off the bus, man. And walk
Oh,
over here.
shit.
Those little Mexican resale tire places, that's the place to go, man.
They retread your shit, right?
Yeah.
They dig new tread.
Yeah, they got ways to.
Is that safe?
It's not. But
They the shit,
It's
man.
$20
Like, I
you know.
respect the fuck out of them. Like, I respect anybody that owns a business. Like any like if you figure out a way to pull that shit off, more fucking respect to you. Anybody, like, cause
Except for that dude who's getting your $15.
except for him. I hope they blow that fucking place up. There's still the Klan out there. They have fallen off so hard.
the Klan? The Klan?
They was up to 1 million motherfuckers, and now
Yeah.
they hide. Like, you don't even see them out anymore. Like, apparently the Klan is still in Santa Fe. And I'm like, how the fuck does this dude have a goddamn tire shop here where he ain't even changing the tires? He just renting out the equipment to make other people do it. Klan slipping.
This guy have a whorehouse where he just gives you a Playboy and say, go help yourself. Hope you dope it.
Hell yeah,
Jerk
man.
yourself off. That'll be $30. Be $30.
Everything's DIY. It's like, why did I
Yeah.
even fucking pull up here? You know, it's just fucking
Because you
irritating.
need it. Did you get a jack? You know, you can get one on Amazon for less than $15.
You know what I should have did? I should have stole all his shit. I should have stole all of the equipment.
Kicked this kid in the shed
and left with all that shit. I was like, I cannot fucking believe this.
But you didn't steal his shit, and thus 2 stereotypes are ruined.
Hilarious.
Plus, I don't know if Trey could take a kid.
Yeah.
That's a coin flip.
Beat a kid ass? That's like my favorite shit.
How many could you take?
I think I could beat 3 kids up at once.
7-year-olds.
I could beat 3 7-year-olds.
3 7-year-olds?
They
Rob?
bring that 4th, I'm fucked.
How many?
I had to bring out my secret weapon, my eye.
Oh,
I had to like make it.
You gonna wear sunglasses? That's your power move.
That would be my
you
move.
You fucking whip it out when they go. Ah!
Yeah, and I'd have to
throw them through a window.
I could definitely beat.
I think you can take more because think about like the first one's getting slept so hard. Like,
that 2 of them, you gonna scare 2 of them.
You gonna stun the other 2.
Oh shit!
You could actually use one to beat up the other 3 with.
That would be. I think.
Think about like I know you can't do it, but think about just how actually fun it would be to punch a 7-year-old just
in the face.
Oh God!
Like as hard if you just could like
not just one. Like if you had legit, not big 7-year-olds. There's some big 7-year-olds out there.
Zion Williamson built motherfuckers
that I'm
out
not
here.
Could you take the cast of The Sandlot? That's what we're basically saying.
Yes,
here.
yes. I feel like if
that's
I
like not yeah.
if I got my I could go through. I bet I could go through 10 7-year-olds before they were
got
able
tired.
to hold on to me
tired.
in a way that I couldn't swing anymore. At some point, they get on you like zombies. I think you can't.
Also, my exhaustion. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'll start to tire down just swinging.
I think unmolested, I could probably punch.
What the fuck
at
does that
least not
What does that mean?
Not sexually.
Unmolested.
Just
I only relate that to that.
Okay, well,
What's unmolested?
There are other meanings.
No, what's
to
the
it.
other meaning?
It means if nobody's fucking with me, if nothing's in my way, a bunch of kids aren't ruining my swing. If I'm just able to punch with impunity.
Nobody says that in traffic.
Google it. What?
I should be to you in 15 minutes, unmolested. No one says unmolested. I should make it to you in 15 minutes.
You make me hate talking.
And then if I come in 25 minutes, I'm like, bro, I got molested on the way here. It was
You
a
made
whole.
me dislike our language.
What do you mean? You used molested.
I did, and I apologize.
If I remain unmolested, I shall be there in half an hour.
No, exactly. And then if you show up late, I was molested, and they can't get mad at you.
I think I could punch.
because that's victim blaming.
I think I could punch 37-years in a row.
Yes, me too.
Before
because we had a fucking church picnic, and I was in this is how I threw my back out in the moonwalk.
Punching 7-year-olds?
3 to 30?
Yeah, I could. What'd you say?
30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
was.
you said 3 earlier. Now, like,
Yeah.
30
By
because
magnitude of Teddy
because
just
we was in
raised
the
his vote.
moonwalk, and I was just throwing these motherfuckers. Like they
Oh.
all wanted to fight.
You got to
They felt
bring
like
your
I
own
was-
moonwalk. They got to fight on your level.
They felt like I was
That's
too
not-
big in there. They was like, he ain't supposed to be here. He's an adult. Like, bitch, I'm 19. Y'all gonna have to force me up out of here. And they went, and I was just chunking the motherfuckers. And I was like, yeah, I could do this all day.
I bet I could fuck up a dozen. You know what I mean? A baker's dozen.
13 in it. Yeah.
You know what? That would be a great Oculus game. Like,
Oh,
beat
hell
up,
yeah.
Beat up
Oh,
7-year-olds.
my
They could have
God.
they could have those stupid
Baby
heads like
punch.
No.
dolls.
Like the Ooga Chaka kids.
Yeah.
They're all those Ooga Chaka kids. It just
Yeah.
with the diaper, and you just whack them, and they
Yeah.
roll over, and they're all upside down, head heavy.
Yeah.
Slay, how long before you think they get a VR school shooter game?
Probably already.
Because 15 years, they had one on the phone.
Where you're a school shooter or you're the victim? Like you're running away from the school shooter. You know what I mean?
No.
You're trying to get out of the school.
So hang on, I want to tell that story. I don't know if I've told it yet or
Okay.
not. Let's take a quick break. This answers your question at least a little bit. We'll be right back on the Whiskey Brothers podcast live from the vaultsoflore.com
Vaults of
studio.
Lore.
.com.
Are you new to the Whiskey Brothers? Then check out the legendary first 400 episodes. Access the archives at praisewhiskey.com.
Welcome back to episode 751. As we talk about this, Rob, how many kids we can beat up, I feel like we might have talked about that like 500 episodes ago, and I want someone to go back and compare our answers and see if I can still beat up the same amount of, like if I've gotten cockier or less cocky
If you like
over the years.
Shit, I'm
because I might have before been like, I could take 70. I might have before been like, I could take 3.
Right.
But to your point, I don't know what era of 7-year-old are we talking.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, the greatest generation. Maybe you don't want to take them on.
You can't take one of those Grapes of Wrath kids on. Those
not at all.
No, anybody that lived through the Depression, get the fuck away from me.
Any 7-year-old named Herschel.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not fighting foreign kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause you ever see Yo,
I assume every Asian already knows a martial art.
Yeah.
Regardless of age.
No, that little fucking smoking Asian kid.
Even him, I feel like he could take me. I feel like he could take me just with a and then he'll smoke a cigarette.
Anything Central Africa, you can keep them. You can keep every chow from then.
Because they got to hunt, at 5.
Yeah.
They're already used to killing things. Like they got to
What?
But I can take in Central Africa.
You know about these boy soldiers? You gotta read, Rob.
I know about the boy soldiers.
I get fucked up
before Trey educates you.
Gotta read, bro. Motherfuckers Rambo, all of them.
Also, is this a random selection of kids? Because then, some of them going to be little girls, and
that's true.
Sure.
I can get through 2 to 1. 2 to 1 for sure.
Yeah, you add
Unless
girls.
it's a Depression era girl, and I ain't fighting one of those Grapes of Wrath girls either.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, the dad made him feel like a princess. I guarantee you.
No.
You don't think?
No, they one of those girls that lays out in the field and watches tornadoes.
They was tough. They was getting fucked by everybody. Nobody came to their rescue. They was fucking everybody. Like, they would just take turns.
Where do you get your history?
People fucked on proximity.
Just because you say things doesn't make it true.
People fucked on proximity then. Bro, it's so many stories of these women being like, I didn't know it was wrong until somebody told me. They just thought their uncles was supposed to run a train on them. They thought that was part of babysitting.
No.
You know what it is? Because there weren't, you didn't know a bunch of people back then. So you're like, all right, well, Janet didn't want to fuck me, so I gotta fuck, my daughter.
Where do you get your history? What the fuck are y'all talking about?
We know you're not that old, okay?
Yeah. I think I could take 35 of their era 7-year-old.
Well, because kids don't go outside anymore.
Very true.
They're not playing sports and shit like that. So they're weaker.
The sun alone is going to get most of them. Is this fight outside? That's a big factor. That's a big factor.
I don't know. They'll just steal your fucking bank information and fuck you that way. That's how it is.
No, if I got to fight these kids in the AC, they have an advantage. But if we have to go outside where there's grass and
I don't know
allergies
where this myth of these kids aren't out running around all day, because I see them all the fucking place, all over the place.
Where?
They're everywhere. They got fucking kids everywhere.
You're
out there.
incorrect, Rob.
There are kids everywhere.
Where?
I see them all. Oh, they're everywhere.
Playing outside.
Yes, I see kids. I'm like, I got to stop again.
There's
a fucking kid in the street.
Only in a school zone. Only when they're walking home.
That's only if there's a Pokemon Go or something like that. Then they might. When was
the last time you drove by a field? And saw kids playing.
When was that time I drove by a field?
All the time.
What the fuck are you talking
all
about?
The time.
A field.
I grew up right next to a field, 10-acre park, and we used to go and play every single day.
Everything, yeah.
And I remember one day, because I went to community college my first year, so I stayed at home. I remember one day I was running late, and I just was driving. I had to be driving right when the school bus was coming out.
Yeah.
And I saw 50 kids that I didn't know lived
in the neighborhood.
I was like, I've never seen any of you.
Where did you hide?
Yeah, and I was like, when I was your age, we were outside constantly,
all the time.
Yeah, playing football and climbing trees, all that little shit you do when you're a kid. And I was like, I had no idea. It actually made me sad. I was like, I didn't know y'all lived here. You know what I mean? What the fuck do y'all do?
Because parents are stupid now. Everybody think their kid is special. It's like, nah, bro, they ain't that brilliant. They're not, and they're not that fuckable.
It was not a choice.
Wait, they're not that fuckable. What?
I was just saying, that's the fear, is that they not, that's the fear.
Oh, that they're gonna get, we were outside. It wasn't even just Friday. Once you got home on Friday from school until you went to school on Monday, there was
go outside.
You got to creep in and sleep.
I'm sorry if this fucking in my day bullshit I'm hearing right now. What is the 1994?
Okay, what was your shit? What was your house? You lived out there, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but I mean,
house made of straw. You had one of them 3 little pig houses, motherfucker.
Goddamn right. We had to get up at 8 in the morning.
Old ass Rob.
Fucking put the roof back on because it blew away in the night. Because of the fucking werewolf or whatever.
We used to play a game.
Yeah, but it was fucking 1995. What are we using?
It was later than that, but just because you ate
later than 95,
just because you had lead paint for a snack.
How old are you? In 2000 with 9/11. How old were you?
I was in the 4th grade.
Okay, fuck you.
Laughing
This old
my ass off.
in my day.
What was your day? Motherfucker, I'm old enough to have a day now.
Yeah. Oh my
Get your
God.
old jealous ass
I'm
on.
not old.
Because
Just say
nobody
this-
talked about
this
your day.
bullshit. I was out
When your
playing.
fucking play clothes was
Yeah.
your old school
I
clothes,
remember
Rob.
in 2001, I was climbing trees and skipping rocks.
Yeah,
fuck
we
yourself.
were because we didn't
Go
have like
fuck
cell
yourself.
phones and shit like that.
Bullshit. You had there was fucking video games and shit.
Fucking old ass.
Yeah, but you didn't
Rob.
do that during the day.
Yeah, you did.
You did that at
Don't give me
night.
this- Don't give me this
You only
frontier.
Give me
Fucking
this
all this
shit.
Little House on the
Oh,
Prairie
fuck outta here.
bullshit.
'Cause he
Were you
get to
running
go-
with a stick on that spinning wheel? Is that what you were doing?
What you jealous?
Down the street?
You jealous 'cause
When you
your
go to
days
the
is over?
field? When you're in the field?
You jealous 'cause your
running with
days
that
is over,
stick,
Rob?
Hitting a
Huh?
hitting a spinning wheel?
Your days are going to watch a movie
Yeah.
for a quarter.
That's
a
goddamn
fucking
right.
quarter movie.
I wasn't bullshitting people
Shit.
saying, oh, in my day, we climbed trees. Fuck
outta
off.
here. Yeah, you're right.
1999.
In your day, you planted the motherfuckers. That's what the fuck you did. You
right.
didn't want to climb it because it took all day to put it in the
Yeah.
fucking ground. Get your ancient Adam and Eve built ass out of here,
2001.
Rob.
It's 2001 bullshit. I was in the 4th grade.
You don't know.
Oh,
about-
you don't know struggle.
Because you was scared for your fucking life.
You don't know.
Oh,
about,
God, they're headed this way.
You don't know about that soda shop life.
That's right. We go to the soda shop for a nickel. We get a fucking frosty
Right?
thing.
You don't know the perils of a sock hop.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
You know the shit went down at the taffy pool, motherfucker.
Y'all all taking your convertibles to the pig stand at the
Yeah.
same time?
Rob
What
is
do you
the-
know?
Rob
You
is the-
been to a Sadie Hawkins dance, motherfucker?
Rob,
I'll show you what's real at the Sadie Hawkins motherfucking taffy pool life.
You don't know his youth. You ever been to a
Yeah.
civil rights protest from the other side? You ever,
Rob is the only motherfucker at
We
this
had to
table.
scare black people away from the lunch counter.
you know what it's like
That's what
holding
we
a
did
fire
for fun.
hose every fucking Saturday?
Rob is the only motherfucker at this table that can relate to all 3 years in Back to the Future. He's the only one. I was like, I remember 1955, 85, and 2016. The only motherfucker at this table.
Rob acts like kids stopped playing outside once talkies came about.
Right.
They just all stayed in after that.
Yeah.
Mad at us because we went outside.
No, I'm saying it's bullshit that you
Motherfucker
went
mad at us.
outside.
We went out there for
I'm
cardio.
saying it's bullshit.
My favorite. What did you play when
Y'all
you
never went
when
outside.
so let's see it, Rob.
That was the struggle of getting out. You went
let's
outside
see
in
it, Rob.
1999.
When you went outside,
I mean, we played football, but it just wasn't in leather helmets.
what did you play when you went out? When you were a kid, Rob?
Yeah.
When you were a kid and you went outside.
We didn't go outside. We played that stupid Atari with the one fucking handle.
You predate Atari.
Yeah, no. We did. That's what we had. We had the Atari with the one stick thing.
You didn't play outside?
Yeah, we'd go outside. But it's
What'd you
fucking
play?
hot.
I
We're
know,
not
but-
going out there.
What did you play? Did you just?
We play football, touch football. Shit. We had a basketball court.
Yeah, shit. Rob was outside before these sports. It was hopscotch. That's all the fuck y'all.
Did you play stickball?
Yeah.
Did you wad up tape and
Yeah.
hit it with a stick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scare the Chinaman, something like that.
We used,
Yeah.
we used to play. My favorite game was Kick Wesley,
What's oh?
and it was just he was just a neighbor. He would come outside,
Yeah.
and we just kicked him, and that was
Yeah.
the whole. And he played. He was I'll play, and he enjoyed getting.
We had a pool, so that was nice.
oh,
We
Rich.
played a
laid out in the
game. We used to play
A
Andrea
lot of Marco
Yates.
Polo. Yeah.
You know what's fun was
God damn,
We play Andrea Yates. We try to
Andrea
drown 5 children.
Andrea.
Nah, it's I played all that shit.
What about did you have like the slow dude who's like 19 or 20 but like still lived at home, but he was he's like not retarded but like
But
right
he was,
there.
He was on our level to play with us. Like he was on that
Yeah.
brand.
But you would fuck with him, you hit him with like a wiffle ball bat and shit,
this
and watch him get angry.
Our slow dude ran me over with a bike. We was playing like, dude. This is how you know people priorities is fucked up. We had like
You couldn't outrun a retarded guy on a bike.
I'm finna tell you, I was an apartment kid. They had a fucking.
What? That's not a-
Everybody had their own basketball goal,
'Kay.
right, in the apartments. But whoever had the better basketball goal, we all played like teams and shit on that goal.
Right.
So we're all playing, and I'm like just scored or whatever, and I'm walking back to go check the ball. He comes flying on the fucking bike and just blindsides me.
Is this the slow guy?
Yes,
Yeah.
and fucking hits me like he lost control of the bike. Like he was going too fast.
That's you have an obligation to keep an eye on those people at all times.
Nobody said shit.
All times.
And they let me fucking get lifted up in the air.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
You deserve it. That's like leaving a campfire unattended.
I remember
so
our guy
fucked up.
was his name was Mental Mikey. That's what we would call. We call him Mental Mikey.
God. Did he respond to it?
Yeah, with anger.
Like when y'all were picking dodgeball teams, you're like, I'll take Mental Mikey.
Yeah.
And he was like, ugh. And then he wandered over with the forehead.
And we used to go like Ding Dong Ditch's house because he would get furious. Like him and his dad would come out with like searchlights.
Hey, you guys! That's so wrong.
Maybe kids should stay inside.
Yeah.
Nah, that shit used to be fun. I was a little fucking terrorist then.
Yeah.
Everybody was a fucking asshole. My favorite shit
I didn't
was,
even think it was mean. I was just like, this is just what you do.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, bro, he's a slow dude. We gonna fucking fuck with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Y'all
you
were
find out how old they are. You're like, bro, you should be playing with us for real. Like
36.
You way too old to be out
Yeah.
here at the playground. Like you on the slide too. Like you shouldn't be out here.
Yeah. Shouldn't you be like, getting drunk?
Who says they ain't?
You should be getting fucked up right now. And you are out here asking us to swing you. Like this is not.
Man, it's
Don't
kind of
try to fuck an ugly girl.
what a hustle though. If it's just some old drunk dude who knows what he just pretended to be retarded to get swung. Like it's.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He just goes to the park because kids will push.
Yeah, they think I'm slow. I know all their secrets.
Want a nip? Yeah, here's the secret. I'm not really retarded.
Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
Like, what are they gonna do when they're gonna find out? Well, I could take at least 30 of them.
I can take 9 of you.
You think they'll ever have like what the fuck is that shit called?
You're gonna need to be a little more specific.
like Postmates for abortions though.
Wait, what?
Like you'll be able to get on the app.
Oh, like the way you
come
get
up-
a massage brought to your house?
Yeah, like
a
somebody
doctor?
guy come in with a vacuum, suck
Yeah.
that shit out of him.
I got to like almost graduated medical school.
Yeah, that sucking. They got the wrong address. They just took somebody's baby on accident.
Oh, God, now we got to see all the commercials. It used to be so difficult, but now with eBortion, it's a...
eBortion.
Oh, fuck.
no more protesters at all. It's
Just swipe right.
Coming soon to Georgia.
just swipe right if you see a doctor you like. Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord.
Hell yeah, that's the shit, man. You're gonna be matching up like, yeah, I want
The
him.
future.
And it's you got to figure out which one you are. The women are swiping pictures of the doctor's swiping through ultrasounds, just trying to
Yeah.
find one he doesn't
no,
like.
Don't want that one. No, not doing that one. Wait, this bitch 30
You
weeks.
got a match. Thanks, eBortion.
Our doctors will show up dressed as priests so that no one will know of your sin.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, hell yeah, that'd be hilarious. They got to come in as a disguise.
Yeah.
Motherfucker like, damn, the
Fucking fake mustache and shit.
UPS man going inside that bitch every month.
They got a flowers.com van parked on the street
Oh, that's hilarious.
Different disguises walking in. Hell
drinking
yeah.
coffee. All right, we
All the doctors have a rating.
it's a 4.8, but let me explain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 1 star. You stain my couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, eBortion. We're
Actually,
He did a good job, and then he wanted to hang out after. It's kind of weird.
Weird.
We call it tuber.
Wanting to hang after the abortion is definitely inappropriate.
TideTube.com.
Type 2.
Cooked up. He heated up a hot pocket.
Bro, leave. I need to deal with my shame. It's my lunch hour. I gotta have a break.
We got to get out of here. We've been joined by Grady Pruitt online at Pruitt Grady.
See, this is why we need a female voice.
I'm
on this
telling
show.
you,
For what? We know what we're talking about.
you can always find us praisewhiskey.com.
Bring a bitch in here for some sense.
You can join the Patreon at any given time. And we thank you, Mike, and vaultsoflore.com. Stop by, see what's going on with the book, and expect updates on that.
Vaultsoflore.com.
Vaultsoflore.com.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.